Let's talk about Police Clearance Certificate, also known as PCC. Hello, my name is John and welcome.
USA MONDE.
In this video, we're going to cover what PCC is, why it is important, and how to get it no matter where you live in the world. A Police Clearance Certificate, or PCC, is an official document issued by your country's police or government authorities which verifies whether you have a criminal record and provides detail about it. It's a proof that you don't pose a security risk to the United States of America. You may need a police clearance certificate for various immigration applications like family-based petition I-130. You may need a PCC for every country you live in for 6 months or more since the age of 16. Not every applicant will need a PCC, but if you are applying for an immigrant visa through consular processing, you definitely need one. However, if you live in the US since 2016 and you haven't lived abroad for more than 6 months, you usually don't need one. Before we talk about that, if your spouse or your parent are preparing their immigrant visa interview, well, we have some ebooks that can help them with their interview questions. The links are in the description below. Now let's go back to the video. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of obtaining your PCC. Here are the step-by-step guides based on your situation. Step 1, identify the issuing authority. Each country has a specific authority responsible for issuing PCCs. If you are not sure about the issuing authority in your country, please check the U.S. State Department's website. Step 2, gather required documents. Typically, you will need a government issue ID. You will need a passport size photos. You will need a proof of residence or address. You will need a complete application form and also any applicable fees. Step 3, submit your application. Follow the instructions provided by the issuing authority. Some countries allow online applications, while others require you to apply in person or by mail. Be sure to keep copies of your application and receipt. Step 4, track and receive your PCC. Police clearance certificate processing times varies widely, so you need to plan ahead. It can take few days to several weeks. Once you receive your PCC, make sure that all the information are accurate and correct. If they are not, you need to contact the issuing authority right away. The validity of the police clearance certificate depends on the country that issue it and also the requirement of the immigration agency that is requesting it. For U.S. immigration purposes, the general guidelines are as follows. No expiration if you haven't returned to the country. If the police clearance certificate is for a country where you no longer reside and haven't returned since it was issued, it doesn't expire for U.S. immigration purposes. A PCC is valid for 2 years if you reside in the country. According to National Visa Center NVC, if the PCC is from the country where you currently live, it is usually valid for 2 years from the date of issuance. Getting a police clearance certificate isn't always straightforward. Here are some challenges and how to handle them. 1, delays. If the PCC processing is taking too long, well, you can request an expedited process. Otherwise, you can gather a document as a proof to show NVC that you apply for PCC, but you are not getting it or it's taking too long. Second, lost records. In some countries, older record may not be in a digital format, so contact the local police department for assistance or consider an affidavit of no criminal record. Third, uncooperative authorities. If your police clearance certificate is denied or ignored, well, you need to consult an immigration attorney or submit a proof to NVC showing them that, okay, you applied for the PCC, but you were denied, or the authority of your country is ignoring your request. Here are some quick tips about PCC. First, always double check on PCC requirement before starting the process to obtain it. Second, start early to avoid delays. And then third, keep multiple copies of your PCC for future use. Now let's talk about two frequently asked PCC questions. The first question is, what if you've lived in multiple countries? The answer to that question is you will need a PCC police clearance certificate for every country you live in for 6 months or more since the age of 16. The second question, how much does a PCC cost? The answer to that question is the cost of a PCC police clearance certificate depends on the authority that is issuing it. Okay, so it's better to double check with that authority to know exactly how much it costs. Thanks for watching.